He kind of blows his bangs out of his face. Normally this would be the part where I'd have to give like a big epic speech or like monologue, like my friends and how they gave me hope and like, but just fuck you. He points a finger at her. I don't care what you are, goddess, Satan, whatever. I just don't give a fuck. And with like the very last ounce of strength, measure of strength that he has, as he runs past Gabriella, some of the remains of Odessa and her explosive, past Vincent and past the parts of Vicky. He charges and makes one final last attack, striking not at the maiden who seemed to anticipate that, but actually feinting and hitting Golden Echo itself. Once Golden Echo is hit, it begins to spark and light slashes appear on its chest, like just like it's been carved into by the force of this stand ability. The maiden begins to freak out, and Golden Echo actually freezes all time. It clenches its hand very quickly as it's beginning to set on fire, and then dispels the echo before she can be burned. The maiden disappears. The eclipse is gone, and all of you are alive. Whatever state you were in when the golden frame appeared, the echo, you return to that. Vincent, you are alive. You are fucked up. Vicky, you are alive but fucked up, and Gabrielle, you are alive and but fucked up.
Gabriel's kind of like patting her chest, but looking more at Joe.
Joe, it seems, I mean, he's still there, but he is looking really weird and different. He looks more like the Joe you know. His appearance has like been radically altered. He is not kind of the weird, sullen young man from before. It seems like he's picked up some things. Whatever the fuck just happened, it's likely that you don't remember what happened before that frame hit. So all you saw was the goddess expand a golden ring and then nothing. And then Joe looks weird now.
Oh.
Oh, Gabrielle would probably still go over and go, thank God, and probably try to give him a hug.
He'll return it. Seems to be in some kind of strange condition, though. He just kind of holds you at arm's length for a moment and then looks around at the rest of the group. And then he seems to come to a realization and he steps away from you as another echo appears for a moment and your chest explodes, Gabriella. And
Oh,
yours as well, Vincent.
No, no.
And
Vicky, I assume, falls to pieces.
Vicky falls to pieces,
Yeah.
correct. This temporary shift in reality caught up with itself. The echo caught up with itself. Joe just watches in horror as his friends all just die right before him. A second time, even. And then you're alive again. And Joe just backs away even further as your chest explodes again.
Oh
And Vicky
no!
falls to pieces again. And Vincent's chest explodes again.
My chest.
And he clutches his head as he watches this happen over and over and over and over and over and over. He seems to be trapped in some kind of temporary short loop, a circuit, a very, very tightly wound circuit. And that's the end. Hooray!
All
Yay!
right.
At least Odessa's not exploding over and over again.
You know what? For dramatic effect, yeah, Odessa, you're just gonna keep exploding. It's just the moment before you
oh,
suicide bombed. You're just gonna keep blowing up over and over. It's
oh
just
my
horrible
God.
enough.
Yeah, that's something Iraqi. I could see Iraqi do.
Vincent, why did you want to end the Seven Nation Army?
Because they're terrible people.
And terrible people need to be handled, like no matter what the cost, right? I mean, you have to
Yes.
stand up. Joe, seeing that, turns and punches at the air, cracking it with his stand. Vicky, you wanted control, but like, why did you want control?
Like, her life has never kind of been controlled by herself, so she's desperate for that level of control because she wants her life back.
Yeah, that is a reason to keep fighting. And for someone like Joe, he's never really had control over his life. He thinks back to his childhood, his parents killed by military forces, insurgents that were anti-Seven Nation Army. Seven Nation Army and its enemies just meeting and clashing, and his parents dying somewhere on a small ranch in Texas. And he punches the wall again. And Odessa wanted
Yeah,
a
everyone
reason
wants
for it all,
something.
right?
And in the big picture, what's the point of everyone's wanting?
Yeah, and he punches the wall another time, and then finally, Gabriella only wanted salvation. Everything was for that reason. For some reason to be more than just earth trash or cannon fodder, right? I mean,
Yeah.
salvation. And with that final wish kind of flowing through him, he manages to break the walls of the closed circuit that he's in with pure physical force and end the time loop, which unfortunately means that all of you also finally actually die, leaving only him there. Actually, Vicky might still technically be alive, maybe, but who knows how long she's going to be able to make it without her cybernetics.
There's always evil, Vicky.
There's always evil Vicky, there is.
She won't be evil for too long because she'll start to mix other people into her brain. So she'll go back to being neutral Vicky eventually.
Joe looks up at the moon and just kind of clenches his fist. Man, I fucking suck. I don't even have anything cool to say right now. Should have watched more war movies or something. I'm gonna go up there, take everything you guys have given me, make her pay for this. Such a fuck up. He just kicks the ground and just begins to go furious for a moment. And when he does finally go into enough of a fury, he snaps his fingers and a red spark appears, and he just stops and stares at his hand. And then he snaps his other hand, making a blue spark, and then zips back for a moment to when he originally snapped his fingers. And he looks back at the group and then starts desperately snapping his fingers over and over until his fingers start to turn bloody and he's starting to cry. And he just keeps snapping, but they won't come back.
The world doesn't slow down. It's on your face, all the days, all the tears that you waste. You got to go now before you break down.